got in his feelings with Yayo. I'm gonna touch on this. He got in his feelings about Yayo when I started saying King of Texas.
You never go on live outside, walking up and down streets in Fort Worth. Never. Be NBA young boy that bad. See, first you wanted to be me.
Jimmy, we got sauce, seasoning, and flavor. So you go back to your city and you tell these people what y'all do. Now we shooting duplas, right? Yeah, now we booming though, right? Yeah, you hear me? Yeah, getting a bunch of that wild.
Or mundane Albert Walker. Not only did he make his debut in hip-hop, but the world knows him as Sauce Walker. The code was reprogrammed by him, emerging from Southside Houston in the early 2010s. A new generation of Southern rap listeners was introduced to Sauce's sound, flair, and swagger through his breakthrough mixtape, Sauce Theft Auto. Sauce invented trends, although most rappers follow them. His terminology, such as drip and splash, quickly became ingrained in the society, and his voice was wild and his flow unexpected. But he was elevated by more than just his songs. It was a vision. I don't abide by any regulations. I make my own sauce. Sauce didn't merely establish a reputation. He established a brand. He established TSF, the Sauce Factory, and transformed it into a completely autonomous label and lifestyle movement. TSF developed into a launching pad for street-tough artists such as Sancho Saucy, Riz Ridzu, and Peso Peso under his direction. But it wasn't simply the music that was brilliant. The marketing contained it. Sauce created a viral spectacle out of ordinary situations.
You ever see him change up his mood? So I give, right now, Sauce Walka is the biggest street rapper in Texas. You're the king of Texas, right?
Boss Walker might even recommend that they simply squash everything in an attempt to exert control over the artist.
Listening to Sauce Walka song, Yayo, and in the song he said that every time I called Bugatti, he pulled up and ran it.
Every time I called Bugatti, he pulled up and ran it. I tried to set y'all up some fights, you start talking Spanish.
You know what I'm saying? Did he really, you know what I'm saying? Because I never known Sauce to cap. Let me just first and foremost say I never known him to cap. But it was one of them situations like, hold on, these niggas had an opportunity to get it out the way.
Couple times.
And Sauce set it up.
Money showers, flamboyant outbursts, and frank tirades. He made himself and his team unavoidable by using social media as a billboard. Each TSF drop was a unique occasion. Sauce moved like a billionaire without a major label, created a brand out of his vernacular, and bombarded YouTube with back-to-back videos. However, weight comes with success. Additionally, anxiety from other parts of Texas accompanied TSF's quick ascent. One city in particular was prepared to challenge the king because it had its own voice and tale. Houston, meanwhile, hailed independent victories and Sauce's drip.
You know, a lot of people in the Dallas area say you messed that deal up when it came down to QC, that you made a wrong decision by not linking with them when y'all had that opportunity.
The money they offered, you know, we had that in our pocket at the time, and I didn't know what I know now, but I knew that Yayo was something special. I remember vividly looking at Coach K talk to me, but he's looking at Yayo, and I saw how he was looking at him. See Coach K looking at him the way he was looking, I was like, we never even told him no. It was just like when we left QC, like I said this before, man, we went to Warner Brothers, the guy who signed Pimp C and E40 and Britney Spears and Jason Derulo, one of Yayo. Went to 300s, you know, everybody was at 300. Atlantic called, the guy who signed Young Boy and...
Okay. First, I think boom.
Fort Worth possessed born Kyron Xavier Peters. Go Yayo is a different breed who developed a voice honed in the trenches for his breakthrough singles. Boom. Damn. Despite their lack of polish, Yayo drills were strong. His bars depicted life as it was real, rough, and aggressive. In contrast to Sauce's extravagant performance, Yayo took great delight in being unabashedly street on it.
Now this is like, you know what I'm saying, how I say, we could get this other thing. But them other niggas over with, at the end of the day, I stopped with him because of Boo. You know what I'm saying? Boo was finna stop that nigga. They had an altercation at Freddie's studio. C Slick told the whole story on the Dallas Glover interview. They had an altercation at Freddie's studio. You know what I'm saying? Yayo ain't want to fight somebody. He ended up pulling up to Boo Brother's house. Boo Brother ended up drawing down on him, spitting on him or whatever. Goddamn me, bro wasn't winning. So they wasn't doing Boo after that. I'm not knowing. At the end of the day, I'm chilling with Yayo now. We going Atlanta, Jumbo.
For Go Yayo, however, it was more than just music. Respect was at issue. Hip-hop ego is bigger than Texas. Even though Saswaka and Go Yayo did not meet during their early ascent, there was always an electrifying and erratic energy between them. Saswaka, the self-made tycoon, is shown on one side, clad in confidence and diamonds. Conversely, Go was uncensored, street-tested, and more outspoken about the people he respected.
In the pen, punching out here, nigga, I'm on that, nigga.
What he thinking is, I'm rapping there, nigga.
Rap band, more than 10 band, now you pulling out a 50, 60, riding with your big dog. Man, y'all niggas quit playing on me, nigga. I ain't got, man, come on, quit playing the bands, if that. And where on the street you stay with your mom? Man, come on, quit playing. It really my last time I post these racks. Hey, how much paper you think that was that clown post? Ain't no telling. Hey, I'll say about a 40. Look.
Talking about he rap God. I ain't seen no money yet. I ain't never. I don't care what a nigga talking about. I don't give a damn how hard I'm beefing with. No link up with no nigga option because I'm beefing with you. We stand on our 10.
And those we didn't. While some men enjoy copying the sauce, they will never be able to cook as well as me. Watered down was all that sauce. I mean, you guys know who's actually outside. Initially, it consisted of subtle social media insults, casual interview remarks, lines, and freestyles that left no doubt but never mentioned a name. Street insiders, bloggers, and fans began to piece it together. This was more than simply a local contest. It had a philosophical bent. Sauce used spectacle and planning to create a legacy. Yayo used force to demand respect.
Day, bro, when you guys were in use with your brand, you know what I'm saying? If you can kind of like walk us through like that day or that situation.
The day?
Yeah.
Bro, we was being childish up into that, literally. Like we was being childish the whole time we woke up. From when, that's crazy, because the exotic pop man, right, he pulled up on us as soon as we woke up, gave Yayo some shoulders and all type of shit for free, cups, all type of shit. We being childish then. When we left there, we got some chicken, we being childish. Left there, we started throwing chicken at each other, throwing fries at each other, sauce, and throwing water and soda on each other. Like we were having a little water fight, soda fight. We was just being childish the whole time. Yeah, that shit happened. Even when the shot started firing, I was being childish with the nigga Yayo. He was like, bitch, nigga, like, nigga, it's for real. I'm like, what the fuck? And then he was like, go, bitch, go.
So you were driving?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
He was like, go, bitch, go. And I'm pressing the gas. I'm like, bitch, it won't. Get out. But before that, then Brown was like, I'm hit. But it wasn't no blood on him.
Damn. Where was he hit at?
I don't know. Now I know he got hit in the arm from the opposite side that he was shooting from.
So if it's from this side, he got hit in that arm.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
I don't know how.
Right. So you driving, you get off.
Yeah, like a little blood right here though. Nothing like.
One state, two cities, two movements, and only space for one Texas monarch. What started off as lyrical diss tracks and social media shade quickly spread beyond screens. Both musicians' performances at concerts and public events turned into flashpoints. Security had to intervene. Crews fought. The tension increased. Behind the scenes, intimate associates and affiliates became antagonistic. Threats during interviews evolved into appeals for respect in public. Loyalty and music were indistinguishable. It was no longer about the music when it reached this stage. It was a matter of survival. Everything was enhanced by social media.
Where was the Thukas at in California? Where was the Thukas at in South Park, California? Where was the Thukas at in Houston, Texas, man? Where was the Thukas and the bazookas and the tuka-wookas and the blickety-blickies and blaminies and what happened to damn it, man? I know what happened. The motherfucking shells got to flying and it was, damn it, man! Oh, damn! Ah! I just wanted some drink. I'm just saying though, put that young superstar, and why you put that little boy in that fucked up situation like that? Led him to believe that you were just so much of a big bad guy that he was safe around you. You wasn't safe. By the time you getting plucked at, you can't go out of town to California and go even, you rapping about hustling and trapping and getting packs You can't even go to California and scope weed because they're going to rob you because you're a hoe. You know what I'm talking about? Pull out the facts, man. Somebody lied to you, young man. Everybody know. Sauce Walker's the nigga that go gets niggas changed back in the street.
Fans are reminded that these feuds might transcend state lines, as they are still being investigated. What had begun as competition was now reason for concern. The hip-hop scenes in Memphis and Texas, however, are still thriving in spite of the drama. This narrative, driven by ingenuity and communal optimism, imparts difficult lessons about pride, loyalty, and the cost of competition. It emphasizes the delicate equilibrium between rivalry and deference in a society that has the power to uplift or demolish.